Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud of the Avatar. Now today I'm in game with Scarface and we're in Crossroads, and I thought I would look at starting to learning smelting in the game. Now, to do smelting in the game, we're going to need to have some coal, some ore. In this case I'm going to be using copper ore and also gold. You'll need an ingot mould, and then you'll need to have equipped as well let's get the right one down here. You'll need tongs. Now I've got prosperity tongs here, so you need to have those in your equipped area. Now, if you do need to buy tongs, standard tongs or ingot moulds, you will find those at crafting merchants. And also you'll find coal there as well. So if we go back to our crafting station and open up the crafting station. Now, there are various different types of recipes which you'll need to go and learn. You've got bronze ingots, constant ingot, copper ingots, copper from scrap, gold, iron from scrap, metrionic iron, and silver. Now there are two other recipes that are here, which is silver from scraps and gold from scraps. There aren't yet in the game silver or gold scraps, so it is not recommended to buy those recipes. Now you can buy these recipes at most blacksmiths in the game, or as you can see they're classed as teachable or reteachable. If you ask a player like myself or some others, they can also teach you these recipes. And once you've got your recipe learnt, you've got your tools equipped, you've got your ingot mould ready to go, and some chunks of coal. Don't forget the important things. Now, we saw two different types of recipe, one from scraps and one from general ore. Now, if we use copper here as an example, this applies to copper and iron. You need 4 iron ore to create 1 copper ingot. But if you actually use metal scraps, you will only use 2 ore and 12 bits of scrap. Now, scrap comes from scrapping metal-based weapons, like the rusty swords and rusty daggers and all of those cheap rubbish weapons. So you can scrap those, get some metal scrap and save on your ore, because ore is a little bit more valuable, let's say. So to actually start a recipe, you will need to click on the recipe. Now what I do, just to make certain I don't click the wrong, let's say copper one, is I'm going to type up here scrap. That will then only show me the recipes that use scrap. And then we double click on it, and as you can see it puts over there what we want, and we'll just craft 1 out. That's generally on how you will actually craft your, and then you've got your ingot back, and your ingot mould would have taken 1 damage, your tool would have also taken some damage. Now you can repair the tools or buy some more, and then if you want to do gold, as I say, we can't use gold from scraps, so we'll just use the normal recipe. So that's 4 ingots of gold, or 4 of gold to create 1 ingot. So you can see how we can craft ingots in the game. Now, you can do batch crafting. So if I bring that up. Now when you start, down here you can type up to 20 when you first start. You can increase this if you learn the skills involved in that. So if we bring up the skills tree, you will see that in all of the trees you've got these extra skills now. The top one you will need to get to level 40. And you can go back to the trainer, learn this tier. And once you've got these two up to level 40, you can then learn the bottom one. The top one affects your chance of success. This one here increases your batch count. This one here increases the speed that you craft at, and the final one is the chance to get another ingot out of each individual craft. So in my cases, I could get a batch up to 40 instead of 20. And this thing with, I am smelting 10% faster, and also my chance of getting another ingot out is 10.8. Now this only works with refined items, which is anything on the table that is classed as refined materials. So there are some materials, like on the smelting table, this glass, even though it would use the same, you would use some gem fragments, coal, a sheet mould, you will not get any extra out because it is not classed as a refined material, because it is actually classed as a component. So only items in the refined material area will work with this particular ability. I hope that has helped you in the realm of actually doing ore in game, smelting in the game. If there are any questions, feel free to put them in the areas below. And if you could also subscribe on the channel here on YouTube, and if you could go into Twitch and also hit the follow button, that would help me grow these channels. And of course you can follow Shroud the avatar, all the information there on the screen, and thanks for watching.